All right, let's jump right in. Today we're taking a deep dive into some really cool research about exercise and ADHD.
Definitely cool stuff.
So we're looking at this study from Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that really got my attention was how just 30 minutes of exercise
Okay.
seemed to have different impacts on people with and without ADHD,
Interesting.
especially when it comes to what's happening in their brains.
Right.
And there's this term that's key to understanding the whole thing: intracortical inhibition.
Yeah.
Don't worry, by the end of this deep dive,
Yeah.
we'll break it down and make sure it makes sense.
I think everyone will get it.
For sure. So what's really surprising is how the study found exercise seems to have opposite effects on brain activity depending on if you have ADHD or not.
Yeah, that's really one of the big takeaways here.
Right. So let's talk about that whole intracortical inhibition thing.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so think of it this way. Your brain is like a really busy city,
Okay.
right? With information constantly moving around, like traffic.
All right. I can see that.
And imagine you've got traffic lights at every intersection.
Gotcha.
Well, those traffic lights are like inhibition. They're controlling the flow of information
Oh, I see.
to prevent everything from just getting totally jammed up.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So basically what the study found is that exercise actually increases the number of those traffic lights, so to speak,
Yeah.
in people with ADHD.
Wow.
And it seems to make their brains function more efficiently.
Huh. So it's like,
It's like exercise is helping regulate that flow of information in their brains.
okay, that makes sense.
You know, preventing those mental traffic jams that we all experience sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
But especially for folks with ADHD.
It almost sounds like exercise is kind of like a natural version
Yeah.
of some ADHD medication.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, the study even mentions that methylphenidate, better known as Ritalin,
Oh, wait.
works in a similar way
Really?
by boosting this inhibition process. It's like it enhances your brain's ability to filter out distractions and
Yeah.
focus on what you need to.
Yeah, focus on the task at hand.
Exactly.
So this is where things get really interesting to me.
Okay, I like where this is going.
This study also mentions something called the GABAergic system.
Uh-huh.
What's
That's
that?
So GABA,
Okay.
that's a neurotransmitter,
Okay.
a chemical messenger in your brain.
Gotcha.
And it's known for having this calming effect.
Those kind of...
It's like a natural chill pill for your brain.
I like that. Like a chill pill for your neurons.
Exactly. And guess what? Exercise can boost GABA activity,
Oh, wow.
enhancing that calming effect.
So we're starting to see this pattern, right?
Absolutely.
Where exercise seems to be impacting brain activity
Mm,
and even like the neurochemicals that are involved in focus and attention.
totally.
So I'm curious, how is this study actually conducted? Like, who are the participants and what did they actually do?
Yeah, so the study had 52 people,
Okay.
26 with ADHD and 26 without.
Okay. A nice even split.
And they were all around 23 years old,
Got it.
all in good health.
Good. Good.
Each person participated in 2 separate sessions.
Right.
In one, they spent 30 minutes cycling.
So like stationary bike.
Exactly, a stationary bike.
Okay.
And they went through a standard warm-up, a workout, and then a cool-down.
Makes sense.
And in the other session,
Oh.
they just relaxed on the bike for 30 minutes.
Oh, interesting.
And they watched, like, a nature documentary.
So one session involved real exercise
Uh-huh.
and the other was more like rest and relaxation.
That's right. It was the control condition.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do they measure the impact of each session on, their cognitive abilities?
Before and after each session,
Right.
the researchers had the participants take 2 cognitive tests.
Uh-huh.
One tested their inhibitory control,
Okay.
basically their ability to stop an action they've already started.
So like hitting the brakes on a thought
Yes.
or like an impulse.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
And then the second test was all about motor learning,
Oh, interesting.
which is, the ability to improve movements with practice,
Okay.
like muscle memory.
Gotcha. So they looked at both mental and physical skill,
Exactly.
which makes sense given what we're learning about exercise in the brain.
Yeah, totally.
So what did they find?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, lay it on me.
They discovered that people with ADHD showed a significant improvement
Okay.
in both inhibitory control and motor learning after exercising.
Wow. So you're saying their ability to control their actions,
Yes.
learn new movements,
Yes.
and even their brain activity
That's right.
all showed positive changes after just 30 minutes of cycling.
Precisely. And get this,
Yeah.
this improvement in cognitive function, A and D brain activity,
Mm.
was accompanied by that increase in intercortical inhibition we talked about earlier.
Whoa, so exercise wasn't just making them physically tired.
No.
It was actually changing how their brains were working,
Exactly.
even in the short term.
Yeah. And here's the kicker.
What's that?
They didn't see these effects in the participants without ADHD.
Oh.
For them, exercise didn't have the same impact
Ah.
on either their brain activity or cognitive performance.
That really emphasizes how exercise seems to affect people differently depending on whether or not they have ADHD.
Absolutely. It's a big clue.
So I'm wondering now.
Yeah, what are you wondering?
Are there any limitations to this study?
Oh, yeah, for
Or
sure.
things we should keep in mind?
Yeah, I mean, while the findings are super exciting,
Yeah.
it's important to remember this study doesn't definitively prove
Okay.
a direct cause and effect relationship between exercise and these cognitive benefits.
Right.
It just shows there's a strong association there.
Makes sense.
But more research is definitely needed to confirm, if exercise is the direct cause.
Gotcha. So many things could be at play here.
Exactly.
Did the study say anything about how long these cognitive benefits might last?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like if someone with ADHD exercises regularly,
Uh-huh.
would they see lasting improvements?
That's another crucial point.
Okay.
So this particular study
Hmm.
focused on the immediate effects of exercise, meaning those cognitive boosts
Yeah.
they observed were measured right after that 30-minute cycling session.
Right after.
Yeah, so we need more research to understand
Okay.
how long those benefits actually stick around
Gotcha.
and if they accumulate over time with, regular exercise.
So it's like we need more research to see the long-term effects.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so while this research is super promising,
Mm-hmm.
we got to be cautious about making any sweeping conclusions.
Totally.
But it definitely opens up some new possibilities, right?
Oh, absolutely. If we connect this research to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
it suggests that incorporating regular physical activity into their routines
Okay.
could potentially offer people with ADHD a natural way
Mm-hmm.
to manage some of those cognitive challenges.
Interesting.
It's like we're uncovering a hidden superpower within exercise.
I love that. A hidden superpower.
Right.
And so the study focused on cycling,
Right.
which is, aerobic exercise.
Yeah.
Could other forms of exercise have similar benefits?
That's a fantastic question.
Like what about things like yoga,
Yeah.
weightlifting,
Mm-hmm.
or even just going for a brisk walk?
Yeah, we need more research
Okay.
to explore the potential benefits of, different exercise types.
Right.
It's possible different types of exercise might target different aspects of cognitive function,
Okay.
or that maybe a combination of approaches might be the most effective.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
What about those long-term effects? I mean, this study just looked at the immediate benefits,
Right.
but could consistent exercise
Mm-hmm.
lead to more lasting changes in brain function
Potentially.
for folks with ADHD?
Yeah, and that's what's so exciting.
Yeah.
The idea that we can potentially rewire our brains
Wow.
through lifestyle choices like exercise.
That's pretty powerful.
It challenges the notion that ADHD is solely a deficit.
Okay.
It suggests that we can actually actively shape our brain function
Wow.
and our cognitive abilities.
So what does all of this mean?
That's the big question, right?
For someone listening who either has ADHD
Mm-hmm.
or knows someone who does,
Yeah.
what's the main takeaway here?
I think the biggest takeaway is that incorporating regular physical activity into your routine
Okay.
or encouraging someone you know with ADHD to do the same
Mm-hmm.
could be like a valuable tool
Yeah.
in their overall management strategy. It's
Sure.
not necessarily a replacement
Gotcha.
for other therapies like medication or counseling,
Right.
but it could be a really powerful complement.
And of course, as with any health-related decision,
For sure.
it's always a good idea to talk to a doctor.
Yes, definitely.
Get some personalized guidance.
Absolutely. They can help determine the best course of action based on your needs and
Yeah.
circumstances.
This research should be seen as one piece of the puzzle,
Yeah.
not a standalone solution.
Exactly.
It's about taking a holistic approach to ADHD management,
That's right.
exploring all the tools that are out there
Absolutely.
to help individuals thrive.
Couldn't agree more.
This research really highlights that connection between
yeah.
our minds and our bodies.
It's so powerful.
It's not just about physical health.
Yeah,
It's about mental well-being, too.
that's the key takeaway.
And it makes you wonder,
What are you wondering?
what other hidden connections
Ooh.
are out there just waiting to be discovered.
That's the beauty of science.
Right.
There's always something new to learn,
Yeah.
always another layer to uncover.
And this study is like a reminder
Yeah,
that we shouldn't underestimate the power of simple lifestyle choices,
absolutely.
like exercise,
Yeah.
to impact our brain function and overall well-being.
Totally agree.
I'm with you there. And speaking of pushing the boundaries of what's possible,
Oh.
this research opens up
Yeah.
some really exciting possibilities
It's
to the future of ADHD treatment and management.
For sure.
It does. So this raises a really important question.
Okay, hit me.
Could targeted exercise programs
Okay.
be developed
Interesting.
and incorporated alongside
Yeah.
traditional therapies?
Like medication and counseling.
Exactly.
Now, that's a fascinating thought.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine personalized exercise plans
Yeah.
designed to specifically target
Yeah.
those areas of cognitive function
Mhm.
that are often challenging for individuals with ADHD.
Right. Could this be like
It could be a game changer.
in how we approach ADHD management?
Absolutely.
Imagine empowering individuals with ADHD
Yeah.
to take a more active role
Right.
in managing their symptoms and potentially even rewiring their brains in a positive way.
I love
Through targeted exercise.
Yeah.
It's not just about addressing the challenges
It's of
this,
ADHD.
unlocking potential.
It is. And helping people thrive.
Exactly.
And who knows what other exciting discoveries lie ahead
Yeah.
as we continue to explore this connection.
Between exercise and the brain.
That's right.
Well, I, for one, am excited to see what the future holds.
Me too.
So it's time to wrap up our deep dive
Okay.
into this groundbreaking research on exercise and ADHD.
Sounds good.
It's been a pleasure exploring this with you,
Likewise.
and I hope our listeners found it as fascinating as we did.
Me too.
So before we sign off,
Yeah.
what's the one key takeaway
Oh, the one key
you
takeaway.
want our listeners to walk away with?
The impact of exercise on the brain,
Okay.
especially for those with ADHD,
Hmm.
is far more profound than we once thought.
That's a good one.
This research opens up exciting new avenues
Yes.
for exploring how we can utilize physical activity
Uh-huh.
as a valuable tool for cognitive enhancement and overall well-being.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great reminder that sometimes
Sometimes.
the simplest solutions
The simplest.
can be the most powerful,
Absolutely.
and that we all have the potential to unlock our best selves
Yes.
through lifestyle choices like exercise.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Awesome.
Keep questioning, keep exploring, and
Yeah.
keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Until next time,
Until next time.
stay curious and keep those mental muscles working.
Yes.
Yeah, it really feels like we're just scratching the surface here.
It does, doesn't it? This research opens up so many new questions.
Like what?
Well, for example, could there be a way to personalize exercise plans? Create regimens that are specifically designed to target
Mm-hmm.
those areas of cognitive function
Yeah.
that are often a struggle for people with ADHD.
Like a personalized brain workout.
Exactly. Empowering individuals with ADHD
Okay.
to take a more proactive role in managing their symptoms.
Right, and enhance their well-being.
Exactly.
And it's not just about addressing challenges either.
No, it's about helping people reach their full potential.
Yeah, imagine the possibility.
Right. If we could harness the power of exercise
Yeah?
to unlock cognitive abilities that might have been dormant before.
That would be incredible.
It really is a paradigm shift in how we view ADHD.
Okay.
Instead of just focusing on medication or therapy, we could explore the potential of exercise as a complementary tool.
For improving brain function
Yeah.
and quality of life.
Exactly.
So for someone listening right now who's been diagnosed with ADHD,
Yeah.
or maybe they have a loved one who has,
Okay.
what's the most important message you want them to take away?
I want them to feel hopeful.
Okay.
This research suggests that even simple lifestyle changes,
Yeah.
like incorporating regular physical activity,
Mm.
can have a really profound impact on brain function,
Especially for individuals with ADHD.
especially for those with ADHD. Yeah.
It's a reminder that we have more control over our cognitive abilities than we might think.
I completely agree. Our brains are so adaptable,
They are.
and we have the power to shape our own cognitive destinies.
Wow. I like that.
It's powerful stuff.
It is.
And while this research is still early,
Yeah.
it's incredibly promising,
It is.
and it opens up so many exciting possibilities
It does.
for the future of ADHD management and treatment.
Absolutely. Well, on that note of hope and possibility,
That's what we like.
it's time for us to wrap up
Okay, sounds good.
our deep dive into this groundbreaking research.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure exploring this with you.
Likewise, I always find it so rewarding to delve into this research
Yeah.
and share these insights with everyone.
Before we sign off,
Yeah.
any final words of wisdom for our listeners?